Hello everyone, this is Dr. Simon Says, and this is my guide for how to debate creationists on their level. The theory of evolution is the cornerstone of modern biology, and they have a large array of different scientific fields that support this theory, and the evidence is tremendously great. For example, we have the fossil record, ERVs, developmental biology, etc., 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 etc. But when it comes to creationists, all this evidence, it's it doesn't work. You can't use scientific evidence to prove evolution to a creationist. The problem is that for creationists, there's one thing that supersedes all of this. Everything you see on this screen is a lie, because someone else has said it isn't true, and this someone is God. God has said evolution is not true, therefore we will not believe in God, evolution. So what to do? In order to debate the creationists, why use evidence? The scientific method is not going to work. Not until we can disprove God. But the problem is, it's impossible to disprove something that does not exist. We can't disprove God with science. We can't disprove Zeus with science, or the flying spaghetti monster, or pixies, or any other fairy tale creatures. But if we don't use science, if we instead use creation science and creation logic, we can disprove God, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Argument by authority. You might own one of these. This is a lab coat, often used by creationists to give validation of their arguments. But for us, it's not what I'm thinking we should use. Instead, we should trade in our lab coat for one of these. The best way of proceeding would be to get your friends to call you father. You have the collar, so what's not to say that you are an authority on theology? Then you can make any claim you want, like, I have preached the gospel for 15 years. But I don't think there is a God. I only do it for the money. And after I said this truth, I got expelled just for having a different opinion. The church is very close-minded. I just want to express my different opinion. Shouldn't there be room for both theories? There is a God, there isn't a God in the church. Shouldn't the church be open for other possibilities? I'm not saying there isn't a God. I'm just saying I want to say there isn't a God in church while you donate money to me. But wait, now I lost myself. There is no God. And I have preached the gospel for 15 years, so... Quote mining. Take a quote out of context. Like this one, for example. There is no God. It says so in the Bible. The Bible is the word of God, and even God doesn't believe in himself. There is no God. Ergo, no God. The straw man argument. First, we set up a premise, a statement. God is everywhere. From this statement, we can draw a conclusion. God is everywhere, therefore God must be under my bed. So we make an empirical experiment. We look under the bed. No God. I couldn't find a God under my bed. Therefore, no God. Circular reasoning. First, we have God. And in God's holy book, the Bible, he says that there are no other gods but God. Therefore, God disproves Allah. Allah's holy book, the Quran. In the Quran it says, there are no other gods but Allah. Therefore, Allah disproves God. So, we have shown that there can't be any gods. Therefore, no God.